Hello everyone, this is Bastion. I'm going to be doing a story playthrough of this game. It'll be very little commentary because the narration and story in this game are above par, and it occurs. The narration is very prevalent in this game, so I will most likely not be talking too much because it'll end up interfering with the story most of the time. Maybe a couple little times if I randomly fall off the world and stuff like that, because that tends to happen. But this will also be my 4th playthrough. So I pretty much have everything unlocked. Every weapon is upgraded. This will ensure that I can get through the story quickly, and that it flows also quickly, I guess. And without further ado, I will show you Bastion. If you have not tried this game, it is definitely worth picking up. And once I get into the game, you will see why. New game plus plus plus.
I'll see you in the next one. Proper story is supposed to start at the beginning. Ain't so simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world got all twisted, leaving him stranded on a rock in the sky. He gets up, sets off for the Bastion, where everyone agreed to go in case of trouble. Ground forms up under his feet as if pointing the way. He don't stop to wonder why. Finds his lifelong friend, just lying in the road. Well, it's a touching reunion. He sees what's left of the rippling walls, years of work undone in an instant, in the calamity. That a survivor? No, ma'am. It's a gas fella, forced out from underground. Kid pops him good. Kid just rages for a while. An old repeater falls out of the sky. Ain't a gift from the gods, but it'll have to do. Gotta hold her still to spin up the chamber.
There's a lot of active narration in this game. It's, the narrator will actually say different things depending on what you do during the mission. The weapons that you use, the things that you do, it all is dynamic.
Kid's worked up quite a thirst by now, so that fountain looks real inviting. Sometimes you just need a drink. A school of squirts tunnels up around him. Must have fled here from the mines. He sets foot inside one of Zealandia's famous watering holes. Wait, haven't I? Anyway, Rondé's place just brings back memories.
That particular line, I believe, only comes in once you access New Game Plus.
Then Kid finds his trusty shield. But just as he's getting a handle on it, the security takes him for a petty thief. Special delivery, gas fellas. Windbags start turning up for last call. More squirts start coming out of the woodwork. A big old fella pops out in front of the kid. Kid sees the way to the Bastion out the window. It's a bit of a drop. He gets a good look at things on his way down. He lands on top of a breaker's bow and it ain't broke. Kid spies a good perch for some target practice. He knows he should draw the string all the way back. Wasn't long before the kid could loose an arrow, strong and true. Good news is the emergency defenses still work. Bad news is they're aiming for the kid. Picks up a few pointers from a dusty old tome. He's a mighty fast learner. He finds the distillery, right next to the arsenal. Tough part of town. One sip of the spirits in that distillery, and the kid'll feel like a new man.
Yeah. These are a little bit of spoilers, because some of these you unlock later in the game. But, we'll deal with it for now. That or that.
The arsenal's where the kid can pick the best tools for the job.
Now these are a little bit of spoilers. Like I said, I have every weapon unlocked. And these are the ones I'll be using to mainly go through the story here.
Some of them squirts birthing like crazy in a couple of corn bins. Ferry barge sends the kid on his way. The Bastion's real close now. Kid takes a chunk of alloy. Smell of barley and spoiled blueberries fills the air. Scumbags. Kid maybe shouldn't have done what he just did. Kid puts him out of his misery.
Making sure there's nothing
He
down
finds the core to the wharf district. He steals the city's heart. Might as well.
Screw it, just run.
Kid has a feeling he better get a move on. The place is starting to fall. Kid just keeps running. At last, the skyway's in sight. Whisks him where he needs to go. Now the kid sees something stranger still. His mind races. Did anybody else survive? Sure enough, he finds another. He finds me. We talk for a spell. There's a bit of the Bastion's power in that crest, enough to point the way to the cores. All I tell him is to set that core of his on the monument there, then watch. Some things just ain't meant for this world, but who are we to judge?
That item that I just showed him, my special skill here, is a reference to another game. I'll be using it later on. It'll become very evident what game it is referencing.
And just like that, the Bastion comes alive. Starts growing again. Growing stronger. Kid's gotta put its power to good use. Now the Bastion can send him even farther into the wild unknown. Kid ponders what to build.
It is a good question. I guess arsenal would be best.
Kid don't know what's out there waiting for him. The Skyway. Now the kid can ride the wind to distant lands. Now he lands at the intersection between bad and wrong. Ought to be a core down one of these twisted streets, but which one? No white gas fellas all dress alike. Kid's wondering the same thing. He heads for the biggest dump in town, Scumbag Alley. Some scumbag still feeding off the city's own trash. And there he is, the oldest scumbag of them all, Gershel. No core, no surprise. Like the gas fellas are hiding it from him.
The items that you randomly pick up, like something heavy, something sharp, they're all upgrade components for your weapons. And you can use them at the forge once you have it unlocked.
And there it is, but it's locked down tight in an alloy cage. A blustery old foreman's keeping his fellas in check, almost like he's showboating for the crowd. And now there's a new marshal in town.
And that's the secret skill. Kinda obvious. Obvious.
He hears the whole place groan, but it's too tough to fall. Might as well check the other side streets before leaving this hole. He heads for the squirt steps. Won't be no field trip this time.
Now this is the weapon
Scumbag can digest just about anything.
that I
Except
use
for this. It's quick for slicing and light enough to throw.
pretty much throughout the entire game until I got the fire barrows.
They say even the most rambunctious squirts can be tamed.